Hey guys, it's me again, that guy over there, and we're gonna work more on this game. So what I did while you weren't looking was I created this little character. I called him Vince, just a very crudely animated character, a ball with some dashing young hair. And I made it so he's always set to the position of this thing. You can still see them both, like when I play the game. You can see that he stays exactly where that object is. The block, I mean, the collider block. Now, I set it so he's always at the position of the block right here. I also made it so when the gravity is negative, his animation jumping plays, so when it's moving up, he jumps. When it's falling down, he's always in the animation falling. And when the horizontal equals 0 and this thing is on the ground, he goes to stop. Alright, so let's make the horizontal thing though, because otherwise this event is completely useless. Alright, so let's go. So we're going to say pretty much the same thing as before. When ORIS is different than 0, it's going to start the loop. ORIS, and it's going to start it that value. Remember the absolute value of that times. Okay, so let's go on loop. On loop ORIS, it's going to, okay, when this is not overlapping an object, backdrop I mean, going to, alright, now this equation is going to be kind of involved. It's going to set its position to its current x position, right? X position. Sounds like that word that's exposition, but it's like X position. Yeah, that was totally hilarious. I'm so funny. Plus horizontal. Alright, I might actually have to go and like look at a reference of this. Divided by, then we're going to put absolute value of horizontal. And we're going to put all of this in parentheses. I hope that works. Alright, so, and when it is overlapping an object, it's going to do all this, but all we're going to do is change this to minus. It's going to set to this its position minus its position divided by the absolute value. What this does is it either gets 1 or negative 1, basically. Like if say its horizontal is 2, so it's going to set its position. I'm pointing at it with my finger. Yeah, that's going to help. Set x position to its current position plus its horizontal divided by the absolute value. So if it's 2, it's going to go 2 divided by 2. Alright. If it's negative 2, it's going to be negative 2 divided by 2, which is going to be negative 1. So it always gets 1 or negative 1, which is an easy way to do this. I actually probably could have done it up here, but didn't. Alright, so when it is overlapping an object, it's going to do the opposite, which is just going to move it back 1 pixel and stop the loop, which I need to do. And also set ORIS to 0. Stop loop ORIS. Alright, so that all works. Now let's make the control aspect. When you're pushing right, and you can't just make him go infinite speed, so you're going to have to put some limitations on here, like when horizontal is lower than 2, and 1 to horizontal. When you push left and it's greater than negative 2, it's going to subtract 1 from ORIS 1. Okay, so that's the control aspect. Now you're going to have to make it so when you're not pressing either direction, like this, it's going to... Alright, I'm just going to do this the easy way and make 2 events. So when it's lower than 0, or greater than 0, Okay, when nothing is pressed and it's lower than 0, we're going to add to horizontal 1. And then we're just going to subtract it from it there, because when it's greater and you're not pressing anything, obviously it'll have to slow down. Let's try it. See what happens here. Wow. That guy is way too hyper. Oh, see, I know what's happening. When this is 0, it's changing it to stop, but I didn't put anything else for like when it's moving, so we're gonna do that right now. When it's different, it's going to change his animation to walking. Alright, so up here, to make his animation match, like, no matter which direction you go now, that is so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. But, okay. I don't know if I really can't understand that. Alright, so for a second, let's make this guy invisible so I can see if the box is the cause of this or if it's not. Oh dear. As you can see, or as you might not have seen, the thing is trailing behind the box. The detector is trailing behind the box, so I gotta put it after all of this. There we go. Now it's working. Alright, so when you push left, when you push right, we're going to change this direction to right, the Vince's direction. And when we push left, he's going to go left. But you can't see him yet, so that was kind of pointless. Let's make him visible again. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know why it wasn't working. No, it's not working. Obviously, I have some sort of conflict with the animation here. Let's see if I can find it. So, see, here we go. I'm gonna have to make a new event, because the thing is here, when it's not overlapping an backdrop, he's gonna start to make his animation falling. See, that's no good, because the thing technically isn't overlapping a backdrop. What's happening is the block isn't overlapping a backdrop, so it's repeatedly saying, oh, this guy should be set to falling, but he shouldn't, so it's screwing it up. So let's change that to when gravity is greater than 0, and the detector isn't overlapping a backdrop. Yeah, see, there we go. Now its crude walking animation actually works. Alright, so that's the horizontal movement. Let's see how much time I have. Hey, I actually did that faster than I thought I would. So here's the real thing. You need to make that thing invisible. Now, here we go. Now you have this little character, and you can jump around, and yeah. You know, you can mess with this as much as you want. Alright, real quick, really quick, let's just make a spring. So, it's going to be the crudest spring you've ever seen, I guarantee it. It's not even going to have animation. Whoa, yeah, that's a spring. That's the best spring wow. And the spring's going to be right there. We're going to name it spring. And here's how you do something like that. We're going to make a new group of events called spring. And we're going to say, we're always going to have events relating to this guy, not the actual, like, mask of the animated Vince mask. So, actually, now let's put this as a subgroup of gravity. So, on loop, when gravity is greater than that, and we're going to say this is overlapping a spring. So on loop gravity, when gravity is greater than 0 and it's overlapping a spring, instead of making it put its position like that, we're going to set its gravity to -10, which is huge. Let's see if that works already. Boing, boing, and clearly it does. So that's how you do a spring. All you do is just create something so that when you land on it, your gravity is set to a gigantic negative. You could even put it to negative 100 and probably totally glitch the game right there. Watch. Yeah, he's never gonna come back down after that. So he has a pretty small gravity right now. Let's actually ramp up the gravity so that adds 4.4 to it every time. Okay, now he can't jump at all. Wow, I have no time whatsoever. Okay, so when you jump normally, you're going to put it to negative 8 now, so that you're going to jump a little bit higher, and we're going to put this to 12, and then we're going to end the video as he bounces on the spring, because I lost track of time a little bit. So, I hope you enjoyed this, hope you're working along with me, and you're liking all these videos, and I will see you next time when we do more stuff with bullets. See you then.